which of these two Terrans is going to get to round number 5. In the upper right, in the red.
KT Roster TY.
Thank you. That's what I think every time I see his name. It's like I'm texting a 14-year-old or something.
Yeah.
TY.
LOL.
LOL. In the bottom left, in the yellow.
YoDa Prime.
And you know, when I see the ID YoDa, I think of YoDa. It's crazy thing
Really?
that happens.
I don't think of YoDa.
It's not Darth Maul.
Today, when I see the ID YoDa, I think of Jar Jar Binks.
Well, he was
because that's a lot closer to the play that we're watching.
He was the greatest addition to Star Wars. It's like, we need this hilarious character. Misa's so not funny.
What's another movie that sucked?
Well,
oh yeah. Transformers, man, that was pretty bad.
Well, Transformers is. I'm not even going to say that the Transformer mythology was like the greatest of cool, you know, things from our youth, but it
was cool though. I liked it.
It was cool. No, I mean, that's sort of like everybody knows that. It's like the other Matrix movies. Like nobody actually thinks the other Matrix movies are good.
Well, I do. I mean, when they drilled through into the city, that was great.
I think the best part of
they all swirled around.
The whole
the
Matrix
guys in the
scene was that part where they
Goliaths
party in the cave. That's when I was in the movie theater. I'm like, oh my god, is it going to be one of these movies? I'm like, couldn't they just have made another trilogy out of something else?
Gotta make that money. That dirty movie money.
That movie money. It's not pure
money.
Money. All the money in the world.
There's a new Jurassic Park coming out, right?
Yeah. Well, okay, here's the thing that's kind of sad about this. Like, we're making our own dinosaur. I'm like, do we really need to... The Jurassic Park was actually a book that was pretty good.
Yeah.
I guess that's what they do, though, with...
This is what they do.
Well, this is actually... You see this in the movie industry. They're basically taking...
Especially
with comic books, they're just like, okay, well, this is like almost like a movie script. We have all the characters look like, we have the scenes, sort of the cinematography sort of set up for us, and we'll just take this, and then we'll make it way worse and make money off of it.
Like, plan your emotions. You like this as a child? Haha, come buy a movie ticket.
Yeah. And then you go there and you're like, wow, well, that's not...
Then your grandma that doesn't get it, she's like, you liked Stuart Little when you were a little boy. And she buys you the DVD. But you have a Blu-ray player. And you're like, oh, no, everything about this is wrong, Grandma. Why are you so stupid, Grandma?
How could you, Grandma?
Grandma, you're such a buffoon. It's fun to pretend to say mean things to a grandma.
I find absurdity hilarious. So,
all right, well.
I just I got a comic book, guys. Since this TvT hasn't quite picked up, I just got the Sandman comic book.
I could tell because you're putting me to sleep today, Tasteless.
I got volume 1, and it's like something insane. It's like 600 pages of just comic stuff. I'm like, whoa, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. This is like crazy. So
you should just watch the movie.
There's no movie out. They've been trying to make movies of this for a while. There's no Sandman movie. Okay,
yeah, there is. It's called Spider-Man 3.
Burn. Nice.
All right, so we do have the double gas build here from TY, and he's grabbing that cloak. But, of course, we do have the drop coming up.
Yep.
From YoDa. Will he be able to elevate her in and do the important damage? I'd imagine he's going to follow up with Vikings. Yeah, I actually already had one queued anyways. But it just makes sense.
This is all going to come down to how this drop is executed here.
Absolutely.
Can't really give you guys much more than that just because this drop might be the best day in the world, but it just crashes into the Marines and everything dies. So let's see what position TY is going to be in the moments before the drop occurs.
Yeah, this Reaper is fighting that Hellion. Unfortunately, this isn't a previous patch, so it did lose. All right, and here we go. I like that. He actually poked the front there, and now is going around to drop it. In fact, an SCV was watching specifically for a move like this, waiting to make that depot. And he is in position. Well done by TY.
He just backs out. Yep, nicely done. In fairness, it is insanely hard to have an effective drop against a guy on one base.
Especially when the Reaper was up there. He knew what was happening as soon as he got in.
That's what's so interesting about StarCraft II is when you get to players this high of a level, it's like, well, he would only send his Reaper to poke my front if he was going to attack into the back of my base. So this is a small amount of harass here on the low ground. So far, not getting him any value.
Command center starting immediately. I like that move a lot by TY. He obviously realizes here that it's going to be you know, there's not much to do here. Like, you make the command center. You two are not going to kill each other right now. It's hard to say if you two can even really get damage off on each other, so command center speed is going to become a factor. Got to get that second base up, get that macro going. You need more units, not enough units.
Well, this should be. I gotta say, by the way, I think is today going very quickly. It feels like it is.
It is. It is going quickly.
We've had very short games, and minus is EVZ, very simple games too. Overall.
All right, I
hope this is longer.
Let's play a game. I'm going to ask you StarCraft trivia questions.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
I'll start with an easy one, and then I'll get harder.
Okay.
Who is the Emperor of Terran?
Slayer's Boxer.
Okay, very good. That was
Thank you.
the easy starter. I'm going to get.
I'm like Savior. You're like what?
What is when you click on a Hellion 3 times in a row? What does it say the third time?
I don't know actually.
Oh wow.
Like I already lost.
That's really
no
weird.
Passion, tasteless.
Okay, here let me do another one.
Yeah.
What rank does a Banshee get at 15 kills?
Commander.
No, that's not true.
I just tried to guess. I
yeah,
thought maybe you wouldn't know.
What
is it?
It's Sergeant.
Sergeant. Okay.
Okay. I don't know. You fail. You lose.
I failed already.
What's Yoda's middle name?
Yoda has no middle name.
Ooh, very good.
Good. Okay. Okay. I'm back in this. What if he just actually had it? There's like Yoda Smith or something. It's Yoda Raymond Smith. Well, we have the Banshee coming up over here. He's going to try to poke into TY's main. And it looks like he's also going to try to hit from the other side. Let's see how many SCVs he gets here. Whoa, this is going to die so fast. In fact, it's not even worth it for him to try to turn around at this point.
Yeah. Definitely right to suicide in.
So far, 31 SCVs to 37. So Yoda's in a lead. And Yoda's going to push out again. The last time, Yoda was the aggressor the whole time, and TY sort of wax on, wax off, defended everything.
The thing is, TY is kind of looking for this, right? He has his Viking floating over that area in the back of his natural because it's such a common area to be attacked in this matchup. All right, so he does see this coming. Very, very important to see. But is he going to actually be able to get in position in time? It does not look like. He does have more siege tanks right now, but it looks like Yoda's actually going to start pushing over to the other side.
Yeah, he's actually going for it, and he's dropping over here. Oh my God! He's supposed to be dropping over there.
That's really bad.
Okay, this game is very similar to the last one. Is it dead? Did it die?
Did it die?
I think so. I don't see any yellow blip on the map.
No way. Only got one Marine out. Oh my God. Yoda.
Oh,
Yoda's going to Code A, guys.
Code A, boys.
And, I mean, he's going to have to really practice if he wants to get back in Code S, because this is just not cutting it today. It is absolutely not.
Well, I didn't know Yoda was going to be this outclassed here today. This is unfortunate.
Yeah, and the thing is,
it's kind of sad, too, because there was so much trash talk before this match, and then it's like, oh, well, this play was a C-. And
yeah. Well, Yoda was the second player picked overall. Right?
Right.
And the reason he wasn't the first player picked in the group selection is because Innovation didn't want to play TvT. That's like literally the only reason.
Kind of sucks. It's funny to talk about this because we're in the round of 16, right? These are like the 16 best StarCraft II players in the world. But then you see...
Yoda's not one of the 16 best StarCraft II players. These are 16 extremely high-end StarCraft II players. And
Yoda is the weakest.
We got 5 or 6 of absolutely the top.
What I was trying to get at was to see even the huge disparity here. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
These guys are so good. They train so hard. But right now, oh, my God.
Ooh. Nice pick off there. And he is taking his third, so that's nice. Of course, TY does already have his third done. Has one additional upgrade as well.
It's time. TY's moving out. Gotta say, I don't know if I should say Yoda's been too aggressive because I understand what he's trying to do. Like, these are strategies. People do this stuff, but the fact that every engagement he's had is failed is pretty alarming. I think
he's, like, to be honest, I really think he's just off today. Like, his play looks better than this.
Yeah.
I have seen Yoda play. In the last round, he looked better than this. It's funny. That can happen. You know, like, for instance, in the last round, MMA didn't really look very good. In this round, he looked fantastic. In the last round, Yoda looked much better than this. But in this round, he's not cutting it at all. Like, he's making a ton of... He didn't unload a medevac. Tell me he doesn't unload that medevac 99 times out of 100. 999 times out of 1,000. Like, that medevac always gets unloaded. Why didn't you unload it today? It's... I mean...
You know, well, it's clear that he's off.
Yeah, he's just...
oh, my God. TY is, like, so on top of this. Uh-oh. He's going to die over this. Oh, man. Completely shut that down. This is where if it's bad out, you're like, this guy's a map hacker. Clearly a map hacker. That's why I'm not Grandmaster yet.
It's like,
I know everybody is hacking, but I am.
I know on Icy Cup, if I caught a drop like that, instant into the chat. 18A, map, semicolon, semicolon.
Yeah, yeah. Well, so far, everything YoDa's tried has failed.
Well, he still has a good supply. He still has good army supply. He has 3 bases. I would say he's just a little bit behind right now. You know, it's going to become more because 2-2's halfway done for TY, but it's not like a position that's 100% lost from here. It's not like we're just waiting for TY to kill him. Maybe it kind of feels like that because YoDa's dropped the ball like several times today, but I mean, there's still chances here. YoDa has shown some really fantastic TvTs in the past. He can still recover from this situation.
Well, we have a little bit of contention here over at the left side tower. Whoa, nice. Just throwing up these auto turrets here is so nice. Those things last a while, too. I mean, it's pretty annoying, and they're actually hard to kill when you have that many up like that. TY trying to go around here. Definitely a bad spot. Needs to siege up. Okay. Whoa. Very.
Yeah, he's really...
Braveheart Marines right there.
He's really utilizing the map right there. Just little thin chokes trying to run around through this terrain. Nice scan there by YoDa, trying to figure out what his opponent's army movements are.
Well, YoDa's coming down here again. TY just backs up. It's going to be pretty tough for him to push any further. And I do like that actually, it looks like he's actually sending a small counterattack force. I think this might wreck YoDa here. Well, he does see it, though. That's important to note.
Yeah, he has enough units over here, I'd say. But actually, these have 2-2. That's a pretty big deal.
Well, the tanks are in siege mode yet. Okay, he backs up.
4 medevacs. Conservative route. It's quite a few medevacs for that many Marines.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's a big move right there.
It's base trade time.
Let's see here.
Okay, so
does set up a nice little siege draw.
Okay, he's forced to lift. But he can't get any further than that. But it's not clear what's actually at the natural. Actually, I think TY wins this again.
Yeah, it does look like it. This attack is doing more damage. He only had to lift his own third, but he's actually inside the natural right now. He has Marines at the third as well. So he's all over the place. Look at this. He's going to drop on these 2 siege tanks for YoDa. YoDa is just being torn to pieces right now.
Yeah. This is it, man. And we're going to see the ghost of YoDa at the end of the story, waving hi to whoever wins this GSL. We're going to find out who's the Luke in this tournament.
Yeah.
He's pulling his SCVs here.
Oh, that was a nice cleanup.
But it's 176 to 126. And things
126.
snowball so much faster in TvT with Stim Marines.
Oh, yeah. And don't forget, it's 2-2. So that's kind of a big deal. Also has way more. It's everything in the favor of TY at the moment.
I mean, there's a chance YoDa lives for the next few minutes, but I would be surprised if that's the case.
Yeah. Well, if you siege up hard enough, it's really hard to break you, but I mean, he's going to get 3-3, so he's going to be 2 upgrades up once again. TY just continuing to macro up. He is maxed out. Looks like he wants to go for a Doom Drop or something. Like, he wants to end it.
Yeah, you know, he wants to finish this and go to the next match.
If you want to end it too hard, then
that's when you sometimes
that can cost
lose.
you the game, absolutely.
And that's one of those games where you're losing and you're like, my opponent's so bad the whole time. You lose.
Something like that.
Something like that. Okay, another thing cleaned up here. He is maxed out and taking a 4th base, and because he's ahead in every possible way, this is when it's an appropriate time to attack. Because even if the attack doesn't work, you're still ahead.
Unless it's into that siege line.
Well,
Pushing forward, though, with his own siege chinks.
I guess at the most you could try to get the gas. You can't mine from that gas.
Yeah.
It's less tanks, less medevacs.
Hey, that's definitely
Gas,
something.
very important in this matchup, by the way.
Yeah.
Is he going to go for a drop?
He might just run around. If he has a sieged up position, he can definitely spare some Marines to go around the other side, especially when he's up by 40 supply.
Kind of sloppy there. He's losing a lot of Marines, but
Yeah.
I mean, this is sort of like we're going to see like a SWAT team busting, basically, you know?
This is... Look, his 3-3
he's so
finish,
close to
and
breaking him.
He's getting building armor and turret range. Okay, that's the type of position right now TY
Wow,
is
he
in.
even had the turret ring in. This is old school.
Yeah.
Old school.
He's like, I remember how to do this.
It's time to make turrets across the map because why not? I'm so ahead. These things kill medevacs, right? Well, in fact, they do.
Now I'm going to go ahead, clean this up. Superior upgrades. Oh, my God. Doesn't quite get that medevac.
He's even got his Viking over here poking.
And give him some nice air vision.
Yep, good to spot with those for those tanks.
Well,
YoDa is at 167. It's hard for YoDa to know how behind he is, by the way. Whereas like we can see everything. We're just like, oh, well, clearly this is going horribly for YoDa. But I mean, TY is as ahead as you really need to
YoDa's
be.
got good supply now.
Yeah, he
So
wasn't
that's definitely
broken.
something to bring up. But he needs an engagement where his tanks are sieged because he's fighting against the 3-3 army of TY. So, well, actually, his 3-3 is very close to finishing. I actually hadn't noticed that.
What TY has done successfully with his tank wall over here that we have on screen. YoDa has not gotten a fourth base, and that's really the most important factor of all. You see that why TY's maxed out, and he just keeps getting more and more money.
And look at that. With that missing gas, only 2,000 gas banked up. You could have way more gas in that bank. Make that sound funny. Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I was just thinking if there's anything YoDa can really do. Because he's not doing... When he got into the disadvantage, he's not doing a bad job of staying alive. It's just such a difficult thing to...
This is really nice. Catches those Marines all by their lonesomes. Gonna go ahead, drop on these siege tanks. Ooh, that could be a big move, but oh, some Marines here waiting.
Well, the fifth base is coming here. TY just keeping the pressure on. The attention is really all about the bottom side of the map. There's no moment where YoDa's really able to even... Oh, my God. That might be the play he needed. He's going to get the tanks. If he gets the tanks, the game's over. Oh, he doesn't get all of them. There's still 3 in the back. And then that was a weird play right there to pick that stuff up. But
I think it's a little bit quicker than stimming and run back. The siege tanks can't hit flying things. So.
What was weird about it was they left the tanks down there. But just keep the pressure on. You could take the gold base pretty soon here.
Yeah, he's actually taking another base, 5th down below his main. This is just like, he's trying to get YoDa to leave.
Well, another nice drop over here. It's sort of like we're just seeing TY systematically cage in YoDa.
As long as he keeps trading like this, it's just like a guaranteed victory. He continues to make it so that YoDa can't max out.
This is a moment where he's not actually being too aggressive.
Yeah. This is actually very good, this aggression. He's forcing trades, he's picking off units, and if he keeps YoDa out of a max, how does YoDa ever beat a max?
Exactly. Also, YoDa's going to mine out eventually here, especially with mules.
Yeah.
When you factor that in, it's like...
I think at this point, with the amount of scans I'm hearing, I don't think he's using mules anymore.
You might be right, actually. That's a good point. All right, he stims in. And this is like watching someone get swallowed up by a whale. There he goes. That's a TvT fight. When you get the armies that big, one guy starts to lose. He loses, like, really fast. TY did it. YoDa is not going to be in the next Star Wars movie.
No.
In fact, we found this is not a Star Wars movie at all.
No, in fact, this is Code S. A lot harder.
This is a StarCraft tournament.
Look, Code S is a lot harder than being in a Star Wars movie.
Yeah, it's a lot harder than being a Jedi, too.
Look, look at this. How many Star Wars movies is Harrison Ford in? He was in 3. Okay? How many Code S's? None?
He was in none? Yeah.
Garbage.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So that's that. And we have our final match for the night. It's going to be Sulky going up against TY.
Yeah.
And it was pretty good the first time. It was pretty
Fast
close.
day today, by the way. Things are. We've had very, very short games, so. Mike, we still have these Valentine's Day cookies. Can
That's right.
It puts the cookie in its mouth.
Hold on, wait, hold on. Don't cut the commercial. No, don't use your hands.
It puts the second cookie in its mouth.
All right.
Cookies
That's what turns
My
me
cookies
on.
are a lot better than your cookies.
What? Yeah, they're a lot better.
My cookies are a
I ate
lot
these and I
better
was
than
like,
your cookies.
oh. It doesn't
I
even
gotta say,
it tastes like, I don't know, something old or something. I don't know.
It tastes like something my grandmother would like to eat.
Yeah, it's grandma cookies. You nailed it. We're going to go to a short break. When we come back, we're going to go on to our final match to see who will get on to the round of 8 here in the GSL Code S.